An entire season of Call of Duty Mobile action has led to this very moment. We have just 2 teams left in the competition tonight. One of them is going to walk away as our grand champion. I'm Infinity. On my left is Captain James Force. I can't do directions. I never can. I'm going to get it right one day, mate. I actually got it right last week. I can't believe I got it wrong for the most important time. That's Captain James Force, and we're here to cast some Call of Duty Mobile. One more match, mate, and we'll be done.
Mate, I'm excited. Best of 7, firstly, right? We had some crack in the home and away semi-finals, but now it's a best of 7. But I think the most important and exciting thing, Infinity, is the fact that it will be 2025 CODM maps and modes. They were announced last week, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm nervous and excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these new maps look like. I've had mixed reactions. I know a lot of people talking about the control maps in particular, and spoiler alert, you guys are probably going to get something about those control maps later on today. But that's a spoiler for later on this best of 7 grand finals. And let's just show you guys the maps. And let's get it out the way now. What new maps and returning maps are we going to get in this best of 7? Of course, this I think is probably one of our first looks at the new map set. Well, to give you guys the answer. Yeah.
You're going to have to guess.
Right. Yeah, you guys are going to have to guess. You can see the maps at least. So we're going to kick things off with a raid hardpoint, I believe, for map number 1. Actually,
Slums Hardpoint.
Slums? Yeah, I was going to say, that can't be right. It's a Slums Hardpoint for map number 1, a Standoff Search and Destroy for map 2, a Takeoff Control. That's going to be interesting for map 3, an Arsenal Hardpoint. Now, of course, this is a best of 7, folks, which means that a team can get this done in 4. So if we do need the last 3 maps of this best of 7, those will be taking place on Tunisia Search and Destroy, Crossfire, and Kurahana Search and Destroy, respectively. So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of maps in here that the pictures aren't correct. Obviously, maps number 1 and 6, namely. But for the most part, everything else, you can kind of guess with the placement in the best of 7, how this is all going to break down. But again, like, the interesting thing here is, you know, we've got those new control maps in the mix. That's what I'm excited to see. Let's show you guys the teams then, the rosters for the final match of this season's UECE competition. Rob, Fahim, Turkey, Inferno, and Sixelfi on Queens, James.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough ask for Queens, although it has to be said that Sixelfire and Turkey, like, they have played in all of the UECE finals, UECE finals under Royalty and won them. So they're trying to do a three-peat, and they did play with Salwo last time in the previous successful final. So one of those 3 guys, you know, is either going to be a winner for a 3rd time, but we'll see. Here is exclusive: Spy, Vera, Caesar, Grizz, and the aforementioned Salwo. It's got to be said, Infinity, clearly the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to walk away from what they've brought to the competition so far and say they aren't the favorite going in to this grand final, right? I mean, again, you look at kind of the names alone for this roster, and anybody who's been paying attention to European Call of Duty Mobile over the last couple of years will recognize pretty much all of them, more or less. I think Samo is only really the new addition to the squad this season, but even outside of that, their record in UESD this season, they have played, I'm going to say, well, they've played 12 maps in total. Technically speaking, they've played 13 maps, right? They've got a record of 12-1. The only reason they've got that one little blotch on the record is because they forfeited a map because they brought out banned skins, which we've told you guys not to do time and time again. You guys did so well. You have a blemish on your record now because you didn't follow a very simple bloody rule. With that being said, though, effectively they have a flawless record in this season of UECE, and I think that does make things pretty interesting going in this grand final, because surely exclusive here are coming in as kind of the Goliath of the situation.
Yeah, although, you know, I have heard a story about David and Goliath once before, so we shall see. But yeah, Queens, obviously they were in the same group. I think you mentioned it, right? Like, they didn't get to play, so we haven't actually seen them play each other. So I'll be interested to see, you know, if Queens have been watching a little bit of the tape and the VOD and kind of going back, right, to see how it went. So yeah, I'm excited to see exclusive. First time in a UECE tournament. Can they win on debut? That's gonna be the question. I think if they can, it's gonna set a good precedent moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a really important tournament for both of these teams, right? Ultimately, I think, especially considering we've got SPS coming up not that far away, right? Towards the end of this month, we have open finals. It doesn't feel like it's that far away. So for both of these two teams, I think, it's important both for UECE to kind of be the champion of this season of the competition and also looking forward to pro level competition. You want to make a mark on things moving forward. And doubly so, right? Because today we've got this new map set in here. This is a good chance to put the first foot forward, put your best foot forward, as it were, into that new map set. So we'll see whether or not that's going to be the case for either of these two teams, but it's going to be interesting for sure who comes out on top. Honestly, I don't know. I look at these rosters and it makes me feel pretty good about European Call of Duty Mobile. They're both pretty good teams.
Good. I heard some mutterings when we first started this about European CODM, so it's good that there's a little bit of hope, right? Hope sparks rebellions. It'll be fun. But I agree. I think that the new maps and modes, right, to get that tryout and that tester is so important. It's the same as all these other games, right? When Counter-Strike changes a map pool, when Halo changes maps and modes, like the more practice you can get in like a tournament setting before like the actual tournament start, that just helps kind of all players. You've got tape, you understand how it works, you can already find some ways to kind of find strategies that you wouldn't find in just a scrim. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Like you, that takeoff control makes me a little nervous.
So I've had this conversation on Twitter, right? I've had this conversation with a few different people already. My initial reaction to the new map set coming out was, I'm really excited. Like Standoff is back in Search and Destroy. I do genuinely feel that's probably where it's best, if not in Control. Arsenal is thankfully not in Control. I think the key thing was after last season that we didn't want to see the same Control maps because Arsenal Control is frankly boring, and Seaside Control also suffers from the same problems. The problem in Control in general at the moment is the fact that there's only like a handful of maps that don't have this like one spawn per team system, and it's very difficult to not get those maps into the map set. So I don't know, we'll see. I've heard some interesting things about Standoff being Takeoff being worse than Arsenal and Seaside. So we'll see, but that is a bridge that we're going to be crossing as we get into map 3. For now, as always, we kick off any best of 5, any best of 7 with a hardpoint, and that hardpoint is going to be a new one to the Call of Duty mobile map set. It's time for a Slums Hardpoint. James, did you play Call of Duty during the Black Ops 2 days at all?
A little bit. Like Black Ops 2 was about the end of where I played like a lot of COD. So I'm excited to see this. I also would have loved Favela, but Slums also good. I'm excited to see how this goes. Blue side will be Queens. This was a map veto, right? So we did some vetoing here before we did this. So there will be a swap of sides between each team. So we're going to start. Blue side is going to be Queens for this map. Let's get into it.
I think part of the map set, right, the veto process coming into this best of 7, I think for both of these teams is kind of an almost unspoken agreement that they wanted as many of the new maps in as possible, right? There are certain surviving maps from the Season 5 map set and the Champs map set into Season 6, so, not many, but there are some, and I think we're seeing very few of them here in this final best of 7. That being said, right now, Queenston exclusive here, kicking things off on what is always a very mixy P1, but the thing you always want to focus on here, James, is that the left side of the map, you need to be there for the spawn to be 2. Right now, Queens are in control for that, but don't be surprised if exclusive actually do try to flip up the map.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful set of kills. As you can see, a Pred coming in as well. Caesar going to find one. Caesar trying to find another kill. Is going to get a beautiful kill through the smoke onto Rob. And Vera and iSpy also finding kills. So exclusive doing their best work right now, just hiding around the corner. 3 players, 3 kills, and Infinity. It's a scary looking exclusive off the rip already.
Yeah, I will say it's Queen's doing the right thing though here in response, right? You're already sending players around the flank to try and unearth those players inside the spawn. You haven't quite dealt with everybody though. You are winning the gunfights around the front, but you do need to remove Grizz from these back spawns. If not, Exclusive will continue to hold on to them, and then things like this can happen. Grizz can move forward. Exclusive now looking for more and more kills in their favor. Right now, Queens are still in for the back 25 seconds despite those back spawns coming through, but it does only take a couple of kills from SMG players. That's 4 for Saro for Exclusive to regain control for the back 15.
Yeah, beautiful 4K. That was actually sick. There's going to be very fines for him. And the final part of this first point going to tick down. Rob, he finds a nice cheeky double kill as this second hard point is going to start to tick down. 1 second and we're going to be in. And it is going to be Rob who finds yet another kill. Good for him with a double. Looks great. And it's going to be Queens that are first on this site. And it's something we saw with Exclusive was, you know, even in that semi-final, the first kind of 100 points each were quite close. But it was really in that second half that Exclusive put their foot down. And, you know, it is quite close now, so we'll see what Exclusive can do in the second half. And if Queens can keep up, but, you know, if 605 can keep finding triples, it's going to make life a little easier.
Yeah, I will say Queens are doing the right thing here. I think that's on the whole, right? Exclusive, no force, but no option but to try and force their way through the front of P3. Well, of course, you guys got to remember this is kind of one of those money rotations, right? From P3 to P4, you can get a lot of time if you're a Queens and you maintain control of those back spawns. That's why you're seeing Exclusive send player over player towards that back spawn, but they just have not been successful in doing so. We move towards that hard point. Queens, a good opportunity to not just take control of this game, but to do so commandingly. Grizz trying to make his way through the front of the kill, though, with the Gravity Vortex gun, and he is going to find kills, but those back spawns are still a problem for Exclusive.
Oh, that was so nasty. He's going to find another one as well. Essentially a 4-piece, as it's just Exclusive in the kill feed. That's all it is. Rob manages to find one back, finds a couple. But again, Vera there. He's going to find one back, shut him down, 605. And now the kill's starting to come in for Queens. 4 dead for the side of Exclusive. But it is Queens who have this lead. As for him's going to get another one. And it's just beautiful work from the side of Queens. And so far, through 3 hard points, I should say, Queens have looked extremely, extremely good. And I have to say, Infinity, I'm a little surprised. In a good way.
I mean, obviously we didn't get to see these guys face off, right? Because the last time they would have been a Queen's forfeit to Exclusive. They just didn't play the match straight up in the group stages, right? So we haven't seen what these two teams actually look like against one another, but it feels like Exclusive finally have some competition. Perhaps it's a change of the settings somewhat. Perhaps Slums Hardpoint is throwing them off, but we talk about fundamentals, and Queens, they seem to have that down versus Exclusive at this point in the game. And that has to change sooner rather than later. This is not to me, albeit, you know, maybe Spy isn't having the best game so far, with just 9 kills to his name. That said, neither is Caesar. Right now, this doesn't feel like a kills thing, although 605 finding 2, 3 with the equalizers in the middle of that probably doesn't help. This feels like a fundamentals thing, James.
Yeah, Queens are looking really, really good right now. Spy are going to find a couple. Is going to find a couple, though. Grizz gets a couple as well. And now Exclusive. There's still 25 seconds left on this hard point. So still plenty of time. But Rob with a beautiful 3-piece feed. It's going to be able to get some kills. But it is Rob. 24 kills already. You talk about it not being kills, but kills do help. I've generally found. And Exclusive are going to find a little bit of time at the end of this hard point. But check that mini-map, and that next hard point has all blue dots, Infinity.
Yeah, you can't let this happen if you're Exclusive. Right now, you're down by 50 points. You need to win these gunfights. You need to put those spawns out pretty darn quickly. Saro trying to force his way through the front of the hard point, though. A couple of kills with the USS 9, and now those players starting to spawn out. Queens still getting spawns in. Parallels for Exclusive are looking pretty good. But if you are Exclusive, you can fight this through the front. You have the SMGs looking pretty hot right now. And Queen's really just trying to wait and pray that they do not get bullied out. Fear now pre-fire in the War Machine. Exclusive, they've got this hill on lock.
Oh my god, the frenzy kill with the War Machine. He finds the super before getting taken down. A 6-piece that has allowed Exclusive to be within 15 points. And they have looked exceptional on this hard point. You talked about at the start when I said they were all blue dots, and you said that Exclusive can't let that happen. Well, they have absolutely wiped the floor with this hard point. You know, they were down 60 points, I think, and they are now going to end up just 3 points behind. There's 100 points to go, and I said, right, like when you get to 100, 150, this is where Exclusive looks really good, and now they've got to own it. Now they got to prove that they can not only get close, but also take the lead. But it is going to be Queens the first 10, 15 seconds on this point, and now Exclusive have got to do some work pretty damn quick.
Yeah, I love this play. They're coming out from Exclusive. They're trying to flip out those spawns. You can tell the way that they put 4 or 5 players through Garage. They're doing exactly that now. Spy trying to deal with the stragglers that have been left behind from that play. They're doing exactly that. 1 more left to go. The turn and burn on towards 1 and the second as well. Spy doing a stellar job at keeping Queens away from this hard point. They've done what they needed to do. They flipped out those spawns. Even if now loses back 20 seconds here, James, this should be spawns for next. Locked down by Exclusive.
Yeah, 605 looking really, really good there as well. And you can see Spy gonna find a kill. Gonna pre-fire as well. Gets a second. 605's on a 2-piece as well. They're gonna try check out each other. Oh, and Spy, he's gonna find Turkey, and that's a beautiful kill. 605 though, it's gonna come back, and here is the War Machine. It's gonna be on for him. What can he do? Sawo finds a 3-piece, and now it's Exclusive again in this site. They're going to pick the corner, and Caesar with a great kill. And they're really making Queens work for this. Grizz finds another couple, but Exclusive finding kill after kill. And with 36 seconds left on this hard point, there's a world where we go to the next one and they're in the lead.
Yeah, Exclusive are really trying to hold on at this point in time. Queens feel a little bit away with the way in which they're trying to approach this hill. Now, of course, the beauty of Call of Duty Mobile is that usually on regular mainline COD, with 20 seconds left on the hard point, you would see a team just rotate towards new. With that small grace period between hard points, Queens will continue to hit this over and over again. But none of it is working. Exclusive do a good job of holding for basically the full 60 on that hill. And now they have a slight tentative lead moving in towards next. One player was already in new. They're immediately dealt with by Exclusive, and now they have control of P1.
Yeah, and this is I was gonna say a really sick spot for iSpy, but just runs out of ammo. But there you see with the War Machine, it is gonna be a double kill for him. Grizz is there though. And this hard point contested with Queens only have a 4-point deficit. Grizz finds another great kill. It's going to be Rob with the bow and arrow. You love to see it. Finds the submachine gun. I believe he got that kill onto Caesar as well. For him's going to find the revenge kill. And now Queens, they get into the lead. They can't win it. This will go another hard point for sure. But Queens, they're so close, Infinity.
Yeah, that's a wave of gunfights that Queens definitely did not want to go Exclusive's way. You look at the minimap right now, and it's Exclusive in control of that rotation towards new. And they're still trying to take as much time as possible away from Queens to afford themselves a potential second chance, if they desire it, in towards next. But Queens will be ever so close, just 11 points away. No, never mind, just 12 points away. They actually got off for the last second. But here we go. Players trying to hit the front of this hill. Exclusive. They're bracing themselves for it. Just a couple of operators on side for Queens. Can they get it done? The operator's coming out now. Exclusive trying to hold on through, but 605 pushing his way towards the spawns. This is disastrous for Exclusive.
Oh my god, Grizz is going to find a double kill, but there's only 4 seconds. Make that 3. Oh my god, Rob with a double, and this is something that Exclusive can absolutely not give up right now. You can see it being contested, but I think this might be done. This might be dusted, and it is Queens 250 to 214. And I tell you what, I might have been thinking it was going to be an Exclusive 4-0, but Queens are going to strike first.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. It felt like Exclusive were significantly more put together in the second set of that game. But during the first, things were really slow for Exclusive. really weirdly. And I think, to be fair, it's very difficult to tell what fundamentally they've been doing correctly in previous games, right? In previous matches in this tournament, because I don't think they faced competition like Queens thus far. With that said, though, we look over towards the map set, the screen at the end of that game, the scoreboard, if you will, and you can see, I mean, just phenomenal performances. Pretty much everybody on Queens. Massive shout out to Sixelfy. He's been a player that we've been notified. Look, if he comes into this grand final, if he's on the roster, they are probably going to piece up, and they do exactly that. 45 kills to their name over 60 seconds in the hard point. By far and away the MVP of that match for Queens.
Yeah, just was really, really great, right? To drop 45 kills, multiple players dropping in the 40s, right? So just a massive effort. And like you said, at one point it was like 150 to 90, I think, in favor of Queens. Yep. Exclusive, bring it all the way back. They passed 200 together, and then Exclusive just falling down at the final hurdle. Queens getting it done. But we are going to move on to map 2. It is going to be a Standoff SND. It is an exclusive map pick, so they will be on the blue side this time. But Queens 1-0 up in the best of 7, and looking good.
I can't believe it, honestly. I mean, looking towards it, I seriously cannot believe that Exclusive, again, they've been dominating pretty much everybody this entire tournament so far. So lose the first map in this best of 7 is a standout result for Queens. And again, you have to wonder how much of it has been them coasting through the tournament so far to finally face somebody with thumbs. Must be a totally different experience. So, Exclusive, they lose map number 1, but we go into Search and Destroy, and this is where that team play is going to be tested to the limit. So Exclusive, for the most part, formation of this team will be at a couple of alterations. Have been playing together for a really damn long time. So Search and Destroy should lean in their favor. We'll see if that's the case. For now, though, it is going to be Queens starting things off on the offense. That opening snipe from Turkey is going to make things difficult for Exclusive.
Yeah, and you usually talk about, when we talk about players having thumbs, it's not usually that they only have thumbs to play with. So, yeah, I feel like, that hits a little bit harder in CODM. It is going to be Turgle finds a second kill with that sniper. What can Exclusive do to try and stem the bleeding on this 3v5? The wall shots going back and forward. And you can see the bomb already been planted by Queens in this A site, and I'm not sure there's a whole lot that Exclusive are going to be able to do. We'll see. The nades starting to come in. You can see it's going to be Turgle finds a third kill. Can they get the ace? That's going to be the real question. It's going to be for him who finds one more, and Rob who gets the finisher. But Turgy with the snipe finds 3, and that is a great first round, Infinity.
Yeah, that first blood, I think, from Turkey is really difficult for Exclusive to actually respond to. They basically lose full control over the A site. You cannot let that happen. So I'd like to see some adaptations coming through. Those early trophy systems should deal with any utility spent over the top, and it will. But again, it is worth saying Turkey is in that exact same position. We'll be backing away for some mid control. And therefore, for Exclusive, that's not where the threat is coming from. This is a much more pacifist approach from Queens off the start of this round.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. It's not all about, getting cocky in there and trying to smash everyone, right? Like, you sometimes just gotta let it go, let it roll with it, and see what happens. But you can see them getting close to this B site. It is going to be Grizz, who is nice and close, but Turkey just opening up, man. So dangerous. 4 kills already, and there's only been 6 total. It's pretty nuts, but you can see B site, Queens, starting to come in. It is going to be Sixelfy who does attempt to try and get into this site, but the thing I like so far, Infinity, is how slow. It's so calculated, It's just tough for either team to really get into it.
Yeah, it's very difficult right now. I don't think Queens are quite content with the amount of map control they've got. That opening blood hasn't got them full control over A just yet, but this play from Rob might do exactly that. Oh, it's not good enough. Nice couple of kills coming straight through, though. There's number 3, and well, if they didn't have side control before, now they most certainly do. Jumping off the bomb. to finish things off will be Fahim, who I believe picks up 3 in that round. Yeah, Queens are just taking their time at the moment. They're so much more measured than Exclusive. If I'm looking at Exclusive here in this round, I have to start winning these opening bloods. You've got to shut Turkey down.
Yeah, it was a beautiful 3-piece. So back-to-back 3 pieces for Queens. That's always going to make life a little bit difficult. But like you said, Turkey has been so dangerous. And it is going to be Turkey again who finds the opener with the nade this time onto Caesar. Oh my god, you can't stop him. Sawo is going to find Inferno, gets traded by 605, who gets traded by Vera. Now in a 3v3, and this is the best look that Exclusive have had so far. But look at this B site, just completely open. Rob gonna get the plant down, and the advanced from Fahim is gonna be punished, but bomb down. And once again, Infinity, it seems like a free plant.
I don't necessarily know if it's free. I'll refer to that in just a second. For the moment, though, it is going to be Robin 1 versus 3, and he's going to get shut down. And there's the easy defuse coming through for Exclusive. And yeah, a bit of a weird round. I've got to give Exclusive some credit there at the start of that round, right? Because, you know, their initial reactions has been, yeah, we've been losing the first bloods to Turkey over by A site, and that's been really hampering us in terms of how the starts of these rounds are going. So we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to get aggressive right all the way through to where Turkey has been comfortable. And I think unseating him in that situation kind of sends Queens for a mad one. And it's a good reaction from Queens to try and get the bomb down at B, but just as quick of a reaction from Exclusive to regain map control. So, round on the board here for Exclusive. That is huge on the defense. And once again, it is that exact same aggression, but this time on the flip side. Exclusive trying to make their way through gas station, but it's a good read from Inferno. And that's going to slow things up for this retake.
Yeah, Inferno finds a kill, and already Queens have planted the bomb. 605 gets a kill as well. Grizz and Very come 2 back. Turkey not going to have anything to do in this round. Vera finds Fahim as well. Inferno, I think, spotted. Vera is going to find him, and now it's the 1v3. 605, if there could be anyone. It's apparently not going to be him. Sawo gets the kill. And it's going to be Exclusive who tie this 2 up.
Yeah, again, starting to feel a little bit better right now, are Exclusive in the way that they're playing these rounds out. I thought for a second there that initial kind of approach on towards the site was kind of stopped by that first blood from Inferno, but they do manage to make it work. And Queens, now I think, might have to start to try and look at some different strategies here because, you know, for these first couple of rounds, they were pretty much solely focused on the fact that they were winning those first bloods. Now they are not, but that's a good start. 605 for the middle of the map to take out Grizz. Oh, if he could have got that second, that would have been everything. But just as good of a trade from Spy. Numbers now back in favor for Queens here as Inferno takes down Sawo. But again, mid-map presence not quite cleared out just yet. You've got Spy, and I think Spy now needs to do something because you've just lost Veer.
Yeah, Veer taken down. Spy, well, you asked. They delivered a great 2-piece, and now it is a 2v2. However, for him and Turkey find easy kills. And Queens gonna take back this lead. So you talked about the first 2 rounds working in their favor. Well, they found a way to get that 5th one as well. And I can't believe this is happening again, Infinity, but it's the final round of the first half, and Caesar has yet to trouble the scorers on a donut, on a goose.
Hey, listen. Yeah, Caesar, he's sleeping for a little bit, right? He'll come out of his slumber later on during the game, hopefully. Exclusive 1-8 chance. He's very aggressive coming out from him off the start of this round. Gonna draw the first blood. You are happy with that if you're him, because not only have you got some information, but you're making Exclusive feel a lot more uncomfortable here on this defensive end. Starting to poke holes in the defense slowly are Queens. It is worth saying, though, they currently don't have the man advantage. That's a good first blood from Inferno, though, on the retake. Now looking for number 2. And Inferno, of course, he's going to get it. Setting Exclusive ablaze. And now it's in a 3 versus 2. They've got much more map control to work with.
Oh, my God. That was absolutely disgusting. What a set of kills. And Caesar is going to end this first half on 0 kills and leave Grizz in the 1v2. And 605 will close out Queen's attacking side with 4 rounds. We've seen a lot of defensive-sided S&Ds, but I tell you what, I'm loving this one for Queens. And if you're Caesar, you got to work out something pretty quick.
I don't know, Exclusive, I think right now, you know, they're such a team, right? You know, they play so well together. maybe it's not so much the individuals, it's what they're doing as a roster, and you cannot let players like Rob all the way through. He's going to miss one player, but he should have a freebie on the Sour here, and he will do exactly that. That should give the go signal to Caesar. He runs right first into an R9. Rob takes that gunfight all day long. A lot of freebies being given away to Queens at this point. Exclusive feels so vulnerable.
Oh, man. Yeah, just not getting it right. Veer is going to find Rob after Grizz takes a bullet through a wall. He's going to be Inferno jumping over, but you can see Spy on an island right now. Right, he's going to fight one. Oh, does get a second. Oh, my God. I thought it was going to be an instant 3. I don't think they're going to be ready for this. They're not looking in the right direction.
No, Inferno. No, no.
Wait.
Oh, no, Spy's gotten away. No way has Spy gotten away with this.
Oh,
and now
my God.
Inferno has to reposition. Spy, of course, not the best weapon for the situation. The USS-9 is super powerful, even at range, but it won't outbest the sniper rifle. Spy with the positioning, though, will be able to. Doesn't manage to finish Inferno off. Inferno back on towards the fuse. It's going to stick with the progress as well. Spy doesn't have the angle, and Inferno gets the fuse through. Stopping a massive clutch from Spy.
Pros don't fake, Infinity. Pros don't fake. Oh, my God. That was so disgusting. Like, firstly, to miss, right, when Spy is not even looking, has a head exposed, to miss, just really awkward after you've watched Spy kill 2 people and say, well, gonna get a great nade kill. That's how you stop Turkey, by the way. But, yeah, just to deny the 1v3 as well, because you just don't fake. Oh, man. Exclusive, like you said, just all at sea at the moment. Have got to work this out. And you can see under the radar, under the scope, and 6 will fight. Oh my God, wait. They've passed each other like ships in the night. Wait, can he rescue the situation? It's going to be a 1v2 now. Oh, and unfortunately Spy not able to do it, but Sawo, now the bomb's down. Oh, this is so awkward for Exclusive. Rob beats Grizz as well. This is disastrous. It's just Sawo with the sniper. It's going to be a 1v2, and they have whiffed so many things, Exclusive. They still have 50 seconds, though. But they're going to walk into the crosshairs. Rob. Oh, my God. Rob gets taken down through the wall. Can they do it? It's a 1v1. Sniper v sniper. And I have to be honest, Infinity, I don't know who my money is on at the moment.
It's so difficult. Sawo has to grab that bomb, and that's the biggest thing here. Does 605 know? I don't think the way that 605 playing, he does. He's going to go check it anyway. Has some bad timing because Sawo's already gotten past. Pre-fire from Sawo. I mean, that's courageous from Sawo. Reveals his positioning, and now 605 will be able to close out the round and prevent yet another clutch up. That's 2 on the bounce. Exclusive, if those clutches went through, we'll be looking at 4-4 right now. Now, they're just 1 round away from going 2-0 down in this grand final.
Oh, and Caesar doesn't have a kill yet, Infinity. You can't end on a goose, please. Absolute goose alert right now. Donut, whatever you want to call it. Man has got to find a way to get on the board. Because if he gooses away... Oh, hello. He's found one! Infinity's on the board! They had to 3-peak to get one. But he is on the board. Crisis averted.
Yeah, this is much better from Exclusive. And again, it's that kind of creativity that what we saw from the rounds they won earlier on, right? Where they're getting aggressive at Queens. They're doing something a little bit different from the standard play that we've seen before. However, it leaves you in awkward positions like this. Turkey will find one. And again, Exclusive slowly but surely being picked off out of this round. Queens have a plethora of ways they can close things out. And also, all we need to do is peek out of that window. He'll be dead to rights. But honestly, the way the Queens have got this one, I mean, look at the setup. They've got every single possible exit covered.
Yeah, I don't think... Oh. It is going to be Inferno, who does manage to find the tag. Does get tagged up in return. You can already see on the minimap Queens moving about. And Sawo's going to get taken down. And it's just going to be Grizz. The bomb is lying there. He actually has a free shot at picking it up. But he only has 40 seconds. Has to work some serious magic. Funnily enough, like, he has just a super free path to the bomb. But now they know, right? Now they know where he's going to be. And it should be him getting taken down by one of these people. Inferno.
Surely.
Oh my god. Surely.
How is he still alive?
Okay. Okay. It's sorted out. It's Queens 2-0. And I have to say, they have absolutely slapped Exclusive on their map pick.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Exclusive just looks lost right now when there's no hope in hell of getting a map. I don't know. It's so weird because it's so uncharacteristic. And again, it goes back to the point I made before that at this point in time, Exclusive, I feel like they might have been coasting through a lot of these games in UEC regular season. They might have just been going through on raw gunny. And then moving out of this, it just kind of feels like, they do not look like the same team whatsoever. Here's a look back at the scoreboard then for the end of that game. Poor Grizz really performed his heart out there in that game. Spatch had a spy as well because he had a couple of moments, especially in that almost 1 versus 3 where he couldn't quite pull it off. The star players for Exclusive for sure. On the other side though, everybody pulling their weight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For Queens. Everybody is doing something. Everybody is participating. I think the player, if I had to give an MVP to that game, would probably be down to the player who I cannot remember the name because they're not the name on the screen.
Turkey?
Yeah, Turkey. I was going to go for Trudy or something like that. It's Turkey. Turkey with the sniper rifle. I mean, that was so annoying to deal with. It totally forced a different game plan out of Exclusive for the first half of the game.
Yeah, he was just an absolute menace, right? Like I think the first round he got 3 kills, and I think the first 3 or 4 rounds he got first kill. So just like there was no way to deal with him. Whether the first couple rounds were a sniper, then they're like, okay, maybe we'll try a different approach, and then he gets a nade kill, and they're like, okay, now we have no idea how to deal with this. And yeah, just so disruptive. But hey, it is Queens 2-0. And we are going to go into 3 Queens map picks in a row. So Queens will be back on the blue side. It is going to be Takeoff Control, baby.
Yep, Takeoff Control. This is going to be a really fun one. Again, like, I have no idea how this is going to play. Apparently, I'm in for, like, a treat, but, like, it's like trick or treat, but this is, like, a massive trick. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, honestly. Like, I want a chocolate, and I've got a massive pile of poo. Like, that's what I feel like we're going to get here. I don't know. We'll see. Genuinely, I have no idea what to expect because I've seen COD players in the past. I know I'm kind of tarring everyone for the same brush right now. I've seen COD players in the past bitch about, like, the smallest of things. So, hey, maybe Takeoff Control is a solid map and everyone just doesn't know what they're talking about. But
who knows?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what to expect. Obviously, it's interesting that these guys just have made sure that there is absolutely no raid control in this best of 7. That is the one map I believe off the top of my head that has remained from the season 5 map set. We are going to see both controls in this best of 7 if we do go the distance. Which at this point, I mean, we might well not, but it might be the other way. Queens are slapping Exclusive about.
I know they are getting really roasted. And yeah, I don't know, and I think I raised this to you before, but I don't know why CODM doesn't do like one map with multiple modes.
Yeah, they used to. So we used to have Raid in multiple modes, which obviously makes sense, right? Because Raid is one of the best it's probably the best Call of Duty map, objectively speaking, of all time. I don't know why, but alas, we used to, and I think the idea now is just kind of want to have as varied as a map set as possible. With that said, we have an update for you guys. So how about this for a curveball? Exclusive are like, yeah, Caesar's he's pooping the bed at the moment. We gotta bring him in. We gotta bring in the big guns, right? It's time for Neil, and if Neil overwhelms Queens at this point, I don't know, dude. We're gonna be having it's gonna be a real fun time for Queens to be dealing with this. Is Neil going to change things here in its best of 7?
I mean, look, if I'm Caesar, it's very historical. You've just been stabbed in the back repeatedly by like at least the other 4 members of your team, if not your manager as well. And you're lying down there after being 1-9, was it? 1-9-1, like.
Yeah, I didn't want to do him like that, but yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't great, put it that way. So look, at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta replace people halfway through, and like a good Roman emperor, he's been struck down, and now Neil is here to save the day, I guess is the answer to that. So yeah, Yeah, I don't know.
Great.
Like, yeah, exclusive. Maybe exclusive are gonna go on a run, but look, it's brutal. But hey, that's how CODM is.
Yeah, I don't even know what's gonna happen here. I'm just reading messages from chat from our producer. He's being I'm not gonna say a not nice word. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, honestly, I didn't think Neil would make that much of a substantial difference. I mean, he is like one of the best players in Europe of all time. So like, hey, it kind of makes sense that Neil is like a player that could make a massive difference. But like, I gotta say again, I brought it up in the first map, but like, it's not like the slaying is making that big of a difference. Like, I genuinely don't feel that if Caesar got more than a 1 kill in that game of Search and Destroy, that things would have fundamentally changed for Exclusive. They were not playing a 4 versus 5. They were just playing terribly. So like, it feels like at the moment, is Neil really going to make a massive difference to this team? I don't necessarily think he can carry Exclusive through this. They have to fix their fundamentals. We'll see whether or not that will change into this control again. There's a lot of unknown variables considering these guys will have very limited practice on these new maps. They probably haven't played that much Slums Hardpoint thus far. They probably haven't played that much Standoff Search and Destroy in quite some time either. So we're going to be going on a new control map. It's time to see what a massive steaming pile of poo this map is. It's Takeoff Control. Allegedly. All right, I'm joking. It could be a great map. We'll see. It's Takeoff Control. Let's see what we've got.
And we're going to see how big Neil's backpack is. If he can carry all the way. He's going to be the first one to die. And Sixelfy gets the 3-piece right off the bat. So as far as exclusives kind of run at the moment, not looking much better straight off the rip.
Yeah, exclusive. Not having the best start right now. They're down for the opening engagements. Neil coming straight in, coming kind of hard, and he's going to get shut down off the rip here by Keem, who picked up a couple of kills. Now, it is worth saying that I've been told pretty conclusively that this map is defensively sided, so don't be surprised if Queens come out here in round number 1 and slap up exclusive. It does feel like that's kind of the way the wind's blowing at this point. A couple of kills from Grizz, though, is going to open things up ever so slightly, but not enough here. 37 seconds on the clock. There comes a touch from exclusive over by A. Any tick advantage whatsoever is a big improvement, I think, for a potential round number 5 to consider, but things are so individual at the moment for exclusive. I think they're just kind of hoping for some kind of massive, 3 or 4 piece to open up things for exclusive. I don't think that's necessarily happening. No, 26 seconds on the board here. 1 tick over by A, and exclusive are kind of flailing about at the moment.
Yeah, I will say, as they do get quite a few more ticks on this A site, that you talk about how defensive it is, and that's kind of why it's so important for Queens that they got that pick, right? Because, if it is going to go to a number 5, it is going to be Queens who will be on that defensive. Having said that, exclusive are going to take A, but unfortunately only have 8 lives left. But if they can find a way to kill off some Queens players, this could be close. It is going to be 11-7 right now. Make it 10-7. Spy finding Inferno. It's just a couple of kills away from making this a very interesting game, but Rob does find a double. Make that a triple. Shoots the bodies as well. He knows. But hello.
3 kills coming through from exclusive. This is more than possible. Grizz getting shut out of the round probably doesn't help the situation for exclusive. And exclusive don't have full map coverage just yet. That kill is pretty important though. As does that one from Sour. Now 2 versus 5. Sour continuing on this spree. Sour trying to clutch up, and Sixelfly picking up that kill. Well, now it makes things even more awkward. Here, 1 versus 4. Brought down to a 1 versus 3. Sixelfly spotted them out and will shut them down. So they have to go to the last 3 lives to get it done. That's not the convincing defense that Queens would have wanted, considering they lost A, but it is a defensive win nonetheless.
Yeah, you got to win. Defense wins championships. But yeah, you're right. It looked so good. It was 12-5 at one point or something. Okay, well, Queens are just gonna romp this one in, and then that didn't really happen. Rob finding another double kill. Neil getting 1 back, but I will say exclusive did capture an A site, right? But basically never got onto B whatsoever. So yeah, Queens would have thought would have been a little bit more convincing. It is going to be Neil who finds one. Via gets one with the War Machine as well, make it a double. And yeah, 22 to 23, and almost a segment of A has been captured. Oh no, you got to get those kills, Veer.
I will say, Queen's just 2 lives behind at the moment. This isn't the end of the world. You can still make your way towards the point. Grizz now going to bring out one of the first operators of this game, the Gravity Vortex gun. That's going to cause problem for players on the A zone, and it will take Rahim down.
Oh,
and
my
Grizz
God.
actually getting a couple more kills up top as well. So Exclusive here off the back of that operator will be garnering a lot of map control. Just 30 seconds on the clock now for Queens to make their move forward. They're going to do so by way of a push over by B, but the kills are being made in favor of Exclusive here, and this just feels so damn oppressing. Every single line of sight is being shut down by Exclusive at the moment here. 15 seconds for something to change, and again, it just feels so individual. There is no way out. A couple of kills do come through here, but Spy with that double will shut things down. I don't think there's necessarily anything that Queens can do in this situation. No point investing, either way, I will say. 6v11, 3 seconds on the clock. Save any potential operators for the next round.
Yeah, this is done and dusted. Almost.
Should be done. Should be.
8v3, yeah, like you said, don't bother investing anything specific. Sawo and Spy gonna find the last 3. 6 kills left at the end. So, sorry, 6 deaths left at the end. So, yeah, a little bit more convincing, and yeah, just neither A nor B taken. And you're right, like, after watching 2 so far, this looks really, really difficult from an offensive side.
Yeah, that top side positioning is so important, right? Getting top control of what we used to call stadium, right? Or the takeoff building. Just making sure you've got control of the middle of the map is everything, I think, especially for the defensive teams. I don't necessarily think Queens will challenge it all that much. Early effort with the equalizers is going to give a lot of control for Exclusive here. We said on the offense, that's exactly what they need to do. They've done exactly that, but instead of stacking the point here, they're trying to move forward from map control, slowly getting picked off. A couple of players over there. Inferno will take Neil down. There goes Chris as well. And I would have liked to have seen a more concerted effort there from Exclusive to actually garner some kind of control over B instead of the map control on the whole. Because what do they really get for it? I mean, now you look at the amount of map control they've got, and it's basically nothing.
Yeah, they basically got out of their spawn and not much else. I'm also not sure why Queens are not on B. Like, look, I understand that they're just, like, ramming Exclusive
right
down.
Yeah, it's so the reasoning is because basically you want control of the top side building, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the words, but the takeoff control center building. As long as you have somebody up top, you basically got full control over B. Exclusive need to go through them, and it's so difficult to do. That's basically the entire reason why Exclusive aren't solo challenging that.
Yeah, makes sense. I roll with it. It is going to be Grizz who gets taken down by Rob. You can see that happening on the minimap as Grizz did try to follow my advice and go to B, and then was just absolutely shut down for it. So it is going to be, oh my god, Neil who gets a little bit slammed, and with 12 seconds to go and only 1 segment done and only 5 lives left, it should be Exclusive losing out to Queens again, although they are on this A site. Oh, hello. It went from 4 versus 9 to 4 versus 5.
Hold on.
This is not done.
You look at the utility as well. There's still a lot of stuff to go here in this round. Queens might be forced to bring out one of the 2 operators they've got on side. Exclusive only have 1 still in the game. Inferno picking up that 2-piece now. I wouldn't be bringing out any operators for anybody. And Neil's going to get shut down. So, again, I will say, you look at the operators, you look at the amount of progression that both of these 2 teams have made on the controls right now. Exclusive have looked significantly better on these offenses. They have so much more progress, and I think at this point they might well have guaranteed a defense if this does go to round 5. If Queens don't win this offense, they're probably going to get back offenses.
Is that how it works, by the way? Or is it...
Well,
how does the game 5...
I believe that it's by ticks. So you see the little 3 ticks that you've got on each of A and B. Whoever has the most will get defense around 5.
Oh, interesting. There you go. And hey, Exclusive are the only ones who have actually captured one yet. So that's also massive for them. It will be Queens, though, who have a 3-kill lead and a partial capture onto A. Can they find another section? It is going to be them on A, and I don't really see Exclusive doing much to stop them. They are going to have to jump into this site, but 605 will get a kill. And you can see now where they are. But Neil is going to find a kill, is sitting behind with this Tempest. Can they find more kills? They are going to get at least one. Spy's going to find 605 as well. And they should be able to bring this A site back to only 1 tick. And it's close enough, Infinity.
Yeah, this has actually been a solid effort from Queens on this offense. They don't feel as oppressed that they have in the past rounds, and they are doing the right things to trying to get through the top lane of the minimap to get their way over by A. They just haven't dealt with the power players up top. Rob having control of the top side here might make things more palatable. He's going to go back to deal with the players that are currently pressing in spawn. Inferno getting a couple of kills with the Tempest as well. Now makes things more palatable. 19 seconds on the clock here. Queens have a solid shake at getting control of A, but this flanking play from Grizz could upset everything. He will only find one, and now I need to see the stack from Queen. Get on this point, get it done fast, and now an extra 60 seconds to the board.
Yeah, 11 versus 7, and this site should be getting done. Neil not able to cap, and I'm not sure that we're even going to 5, if I'm honest. It's 9v6. Spy is going to find a nice double kill needed. 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. It's 8v6 exclusive. Have to do so much work now. They cannot afford to really lose a single person in this. That's not going to help. When Turkey finds one, and Neil's getting there as well. Via, hold on. It's 4v5. An exclusive have to win this to avoid going 3-0 down in a BO7. But it's going to be for him, who's got the grenade launcher. It's a 2v4, and I don't hold much hope for exclusive.
Inferno looking for the final couple of kills. SKS coming out here. No, but not banned anymore. Brings us down to a 3 versus 2. Spy and Neil still trying to keep the hopes and dreams of this game alive. You cannot surely lose a defense on Takeoff. That nade is perfectly well cooked. Now just down to the player that has been subbed in, Neil. One of the most phenomenal players in European Call of Duty Mobile is being sent the signal to try and salvage this game. Second tick already through from Queens. Sparrow out from Rob as well, and all Rob needs to do is pre-fire to keep Neil at bay. Neil is just waiting for some kind of freebie, and he is not going to get one. Queens, take this control. That's an offense you can't afford to lose.
Oh my god, are Queens actually doing this? Like, that's crazy. Just, it felt so good. And then once they got that 8 capture, and it was just so hard. And I believe that second to last death was actually a double nade cook as well. I think I saw 2 nades flying in. So yeah, really, really well done. Inferno, 23 kills. Tengi, 25 as well. And on the other side, 25 for Via, but yeah. Neil, hey, 23, right? It's more than Caesar would have got.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give him some shout. I got to give, Queen some props there, because the way that they played that was just phenomenal, right? They didn't kind of settle for a potential defense in round 5. They knew what they had to do. They got it done in the offense in round 4, and you can see kind of the team play, right? You can see the phenomenal scoreline from the likes of Inferno, from Turkey, from 605, showing up when it was required. But it was pretty much everybody doing their part in that final round. And yeah, I mean, you look back to it, right? And you talk about kind of the win condition being that you need to approach the A zone from the top side. You can't really get it done from Stadium. But I think as a matter of fact, really the way the exclusive were able to do that, Queens were able to do that, was the fact that they did actually manage to get control of Stadium. I keep on calling it Stadium. It used to be a Stadium in Black Ops 1. The Takeoff Control Center. The fact they managed to get control in the way that they did, I think that was the biggest issue, if anything, for exclusive, and the reason they managed to lose that game. It has to be said. I mean, it's been talked up, the fact that you don't really lose defenses on Takeoff Control, albeit it's a very new map to the map pool. Apparently you do. I mean, that's what we're learning here. Queen showing up against exclusive. And, I'll kind of show myself out here, because I was like, hey, exclusive are going to 4-0 this grand final. I was pretty confident that exclusive were going to come here and win this one. I actually wrote that down. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a quick 4-0. Exclusive are going to come here and slap them up. That has just not happened whatsoever. Now we need to see an exclusive reverse sweep if they want to be our champions of UECE.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get the broom closet out and find that broom pretty damn quick, PDQ. But hey, it is gonna be map number 4. We are going back to a hard point. It is gonna be Arsenal. Queens again will be on the blue side as we get into it. And here we are. Hard point begins. The point is active and exclusive. Well, there's no chance to mess up now.
Yeah, absolutely no lives remaining. Exclusive have to win every single map over and over again, otherwise their tournament lives, they finish here in 2nd place. For Queens, they become the champions of UECE for this season of the Rankings League. And already things are going pretty well at the start of this round. It is a full blue kill feed. Every single angle of approach is already being watched by Queens. And Exclusive here have to try and re-entry through. It is so difficult when you've got so many entry points being watched like a hawk by the players from Queens.
Yeah, Rob finds a beautiful 3-piece. Grizz gonna get 2 back as well. Sees another spy, comes in. Grizz, oh, gonna get the help from Neil. Rob does find the kill. An Exclusive finally going to get onto the board. It's a spy 4-kill. Neil gets one. All of Queens are dead. An Exclusive finding some time. Thankfully for them, they are going to end that first point with 15 seconds. But look at the spam of nades and the spam of people flying towards point number 2. As Queens are going to try and get in here. Veer gets taken down. Sawo finds one in the initial push coming in. Sawo gets 3. Here, Veer gets 1. And Neil's going to find the last, and Exclusive are going to take the lead.
Exclusive, this is a big hard point for them. Queens have to continue to hit this one from the front. You don't have those back spawns, and it's probably not really worth investing a lot of time into doing so. Hunter drone out. Spy for a couple of kills. Exclusive are doing a stellar job at keeping Queens at bay. One more kit before Queens cut their losses and rotate towards New. It's just such a big ask to get them to do exactly that. There's so many different headies you gotta deal with, and Exclusive are piecing them up. Queens, 10 seconds after this hard point, James, just rotate towards New. That is exactly what they're going to do, but it has to be said, that is a phenomenal hold from Exclusive. Exactly what they needed to deal with what happened from them at the start of this game.
Yeah, Neil gonna get naded out by Turgi, but yeah, Exclusive. Considering, you know, how game 1 went, right? Just got absolutely rock and roll to begin with on Hardpoint. So good to see for them that they're managing to put it back. Although it will be said they walk out, kind of get absolutely demolished. Tempest gonna be there. Neil with 2. Sixelfi is gonna get 1 back, but this is perfect from Exclusive. It might be that, you know, they've reached that point where they do the team talk, or they do the, like, you know, we're not going to lose, you know how it is, they lock in, and maybe this is Exclusive locking in, because at that moment, they are just absolutely steamrolling Queens.
Yeah, finally feels like Exclusive have woken up here in this game. It's going to be Queens in for the back 15 seconds here. Spawning towards those stairs side. I don't think Exclusive will give up this time, though. Spy comes through for a couple of kills, and absolutely they won't. That's 11 kills for Spy so far in this game. Them and Neil showing up to play. Exclusive definitely don't want to win this one, but look at the amount of utility that Queens have on side here. They've got 5 operators here, James. We need to see at least 2 of them, I think, to hold. And Inferno start bringing the Tempest out, the Sparrow as well. This is a big investment from Queens. They know they have to hold.
Oh, Inferno. Great kill. Is going to find a triple. Can they find some more? Equalizers out here. A Spy just running through. Finds 3. That's how you clean a site. For all those kids at home wanting to learn how to play good CODM, just watch that tape. Because a 3-piece and a Pred missile. And don't watch that bit of tape if you're following Exclusive, because that was terrible. But Exclusive are almost 100 points in the lead, Infinity, and I have to say, they have looked absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's just a single play from Spy, I think, sums up what's happening so far in this hard point. Ooh! Spy trying to bring it back for Exclusive. Queens here, 100 points down. And it has to be said, I talked about them being, what, 5 operators to the good in the Arsenal going into that hard point. They only have 1 now as we go into the next one. To lose a hard point despite that massive investment, also a massive investment on Exclusive side as well. I think they had 3 going into it. To lose a hard point despite that investment is very dangerous. So now you are 110 points down. Exclusive, once again, looking for rotation, but they will not be the first to touch. You've got to hold this, and 605, I think, has to get some serious value with those equalizers.
Yeah, and it is going to be the operator coming out, although Neil does find 605 before getting traded by Rob. And there's going to be Queens, who take the lead back under 100, but here, with a peek, just finds too many people. Can't find 4. Does find 2, though. And the flash coming in means that we also can't see anything, because that's how flashes work. And you can see Exclusive trying to run into this site. Spy gonna find a great kill, does get taken down, and it's just messy. It's just messy COD Mobile at the moment, and you can see everyone going all around. Here's gonna find a kill. Grizz gets one as well. Exclusive back on this site and want to use these last 10 seconds as here's gonna find a kill. Oh my god, Turkey with a 3-piece. It's gonna be almost 100 points between them, and I tell you what, especially when you have people doing that, it looks real good with that Tempest. Oh my days.
Like that 100-point lead at the moment hasn't really changed all that much, despite the fact that Queens did actually get some modicum of control over the last hard point. It has to be said, though, first set, this is where Queens managed to get a wealth of time away from Exclusive. They got about 30 seconds off of P1, which is more than you would usually see off a first hard point in a rotation on any given map. So, for Queens, good opportunity to do that once again here. Exclusive pushing through one line of sight and somehow managed to brute force their way through. The USS 9s right now for Exclusive are doing so much work, and it is just a brute force entry into the back 25 seconds. Sao continues on his spree as well. Both sides of the hard point being plugged up right now for Exclusive, and you just cannot let this happen. This last 15 seconds, again, it's just so damaging right now. Exclusive are terrifying at this point in the game.
Oh my god. So that was almost, I think, from Sawo, or like an even more, but Via like got a nade kill and then got a 3-piece of their own. So they're literally just stealing each other's kills because they're just killing Queens off so efficiently. It is going to be Queens who jump on to this hard point first, though. But it is going to be Exclusive. Here they come, already over 200. It's gone up so damn fast, and you can see as Spy finds a 4-piece, make that 5. Can Spy find even more? It's disgusting to watch as Spy just cleans out the entirety of Queens. Sao with a 4-piece as well, and Spy with a 3 on the pred, and they have just got about 8 or 9 kills in like 4 seconds.
It feels like an Exclusive had their foot off the gas for the first 3 maps in this best of 7. I think they've changed the damn car to a Porsche at this point here in game number 4. Queens have absolutely not a Scooby. What is going on? Exclusive will not be able to finish things here regardless. They have to go to the next hard point. But a reminder at how quickly they broke Queens last time around. Queens are bending at the moment to the will of Exclusive. And with 6 seconds until that next hard point hit, you can already see Exclusive starting to set themselves up.
Yeah, Rob is gonna find a couple, trying to just hold back Exclusive, trying to make the score ever so slightly respectable by getting to double digits. Still with the body shots. I rate it. Even though they are down, you know, got to get inside the mental, and it is gonna be, I think, just about done and dusted, and it will be 250 to 97. It has to be said, Exclusive, we're not in that map to fuck about.
Damn. That's one way to put it, yeah. Exclusive just played so much better. Like, so much better. And, you know, again, it feels like for the first 3 maps in this series, they did not look well put together. I was super critical of them, especially in the Slums Hardpoint, where they did not look like they knew what they were doing, to be frank. It was not the regular Exclusive that we know and love. This time around, everybody's individually on fire on all cylinders. Sao, Spy, Veer, or Neil, excuse me, as well. I mean, all of them were frying with the operators, with the SMGs. Everybody was doing everything they needed to do to constantly break Queens and constantly hold hard points as well. I think, you know, as good of an example as I could probably give you, right, is in that first rotation. On P4, we saw Exclusive Queens get first. My first touch on P4. They had 5 operators to go. They utilized every single one, and all it took was one equalized utilization from Spy to break the hard point. They got like 3 or 4 kills, and that was that. That was the difference there for Exclusive in game number 4. They convincingly walk away with a map number 4 victory, and now starting to make a potential reverse sweep come up? Question mark?
Yeah. Reverse. Call it a reverse sweep. Yeah, it was. It was really good, and there was that sequence, right? Like where I think Spy got like 5 kills, and then Veer got a couple or 3, and then like Sawo had a Pred missile that got another 3 kills off the spawn. Like that was just a disgusting sequence. Like you just at that point you're just like, okay, GG, go next. Like there's no way we're winning this game. We just got double team wiped in the space of like 10 seconds. So we're gonna chalk that one to like we got slapped, and we're gonna move on. And this is Tunisia and Queen's last map pick. It is gonna be S&D, of course. It is, as Infinity has told me many a time, a defensive-sided S&D map.
It is. It is a very defensively sided S&D map. That being said, the fundamentals haven't exactly changed over the last few years. Oh, 6 to 5 at the start of this round! Beaming through Exclusive.
What?
An offensive effort blown up solely by Sixelfire, and I was going to say, fundamentally speaking, the map hasn't changed. You know what you have to do to get onto the site. I think for Veer, the game plan is now significantly different. Not a chance in the world. It's Queens with a heavy oppression off the start of this control. That 3K from Sixelfire just completely decimates them.
Okay, well, there's the defense. That was crazy. Just, you run around the corner, and now you're all dead. However, that is just map number 1. Trophy system, I think, got some nades. It was Turgle again. Turgy with the opening kill with a nade. But it is going to be Exclusive. But strike right back. And this B site is actually super open for Exclusive. Unless Sixelfire is going to come back around. Spots Grizz, will take him down. But I think Bomb... I thought Bomb would have been planted, but actually, they're going to go towards A? Yeah,
I mean, this makes sense. This does make total sense to me, right? I mean, you don't have the coverage over by B. You got to try and make some kind of move over towards A, and especially as now you picked up that last remaining player that was on the A site. Now it makes total sense to get this rock down. You are going to be able to do this safely. The question for me now, what does this retake look like for Queens? Inferno. If he pops off and just grabs even 1 kill with his sniper rifle, that's everything. On the other side, though, Sixelfire, big 1v1 against Neil. And Neil's going to get it done with a sliver of HP survives. Inferno has to go huge. Big 1 first kill coming through. Now these last remaining players, 1 versus 2, should be able to overwhelm Inferno. Inferno just going to back away here, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there if I was Inferno. I don't think there's a way that Inferno gets this done, however... You never know. Surely see Sawo. What? Surely. Has attempted the defuse. Will get shot to pieces. Neil does find Inferno looking the wrong way. An Exclusive will find an attack map. What am I trying to say? An attack round is what I'm trying to say. And if every attack round that Exclusive find is going to be super important. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, it was a good round from Exclusive, I think, for sure. Opening nades, though, even better. And they're going to follow it up with another snipe from Veer from the middle of the map. Things super difficult now for Queens. They're going to have to put all their eggs into one basket. Would be a defense over by A. That definitely is the play call. I wonder if you can get all of your players lined up, your ducks in a row, before the players make their way towards the point. They seem to have done exactly that. First kill for Kahim is pretty good on the engagement. Sixelfire trades things out for 1. Inferno, they're going to back away here. Can't get the melee on towards Grizz. Sixelfire now needs to play their life. It would have been nice if you could have walked away with that frag on towards Grizz. Makes this situation intensely more difficult now. As we hit the 1 versus 3, Sixelfire surely dead to rights here.
Yeah, is going to try find a way. Does already have 5 kills in 2 rounds. Can they find a 6th, a 7th, and an 8th? No. Is the answer? Yeah, Sawo gets on the board. But, yeah, Exclusive, this is looking a lot better, especially than the first S&D.
Yeah, I mean, again, it just feels like the way they're playing at the moment, right? Set nades, again, that enough is enough to unseat Queens, but you're winning those opening snipes here on Tunisia, and it is everything. So starting these rounds off, the advantage they're getting is huge. Queens now facing a totally different look from Exclusive. It's a lot of pressure for the middle of the map. 605 will get one and get the hell out of dodge, but that's not all of the intensity dealt with. As Rob picks up Grizz, though, I think it's starting to fizzle out somewhat. Spy left up, stranded in the middle of the map. You're a donezo. And Veer might well pick up one, but if the 2 versus 4 isn't a problem, Kira James, the fact now that that bomb is slap bang in the middle of the map is an even bigger one.
Yeah, I don't see a way Exclusive is going to be getting this done. They're making sure at least one site is clear, but as you can see, Queens are just systematically clearing the map. Whoop, Fame, gonna find where one is. Gets taken down by Veer, though, and now you can see Queens starting to converge. There is a minute left. There is a world, there is maybe a world where Exclusive can waltz through the middle of this map and pick up this bomb. But I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Here Veer does find a kill. It is going to be 2v2. Now I'm a little bit nervous if I'm Queens.
Yeah, you had the numbers. I don't know what Turkey's doing, to be honest. There's no reason to be peeking things. You know where the bomb is. You can definitely tell the way that Queens are playing here. They know where the bomb is. There's no reason to be taking wild peeks like that. And yet, still, you're still seeing it as well. 605 is constantly moving. Exclusive are the ones that have to make the move here. With 20 seconds left, they've got to start to overwhelm sooner rather than later. Not a lot of time to make this one happen. They are checking every single corner and crevice possible. 15 seconds on the board now. You're starting to run out of time to grab bomb and actually do something of note with it. Managing to run straight past Inferno here. They've got the bomb. I think they actually might have time to get it down as well. Do they in time? I think Veer just missed the press. And unfortunately, what could have been a disastrous situation for Queens will go their way. Yeah, I've got to be honest. I mean, for having the advantage they did, fair play to taking Exclusive out and reading that mid-push perfectly. The post-plant setup, the post-bomb drop setup, as it were, though, was absolutely abysmal from Queens.
Yeah, like, I couldn't believe what I was watching right there. And then just the mistap at the end to not be able to get the bomb down in time was just tragic. Almost pulled off like the Great Escape. I felt like the music was about to start playing. You know, dun, 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 dun. But yeah, not quite. But Queens, just a lucky escape. And like you said, was just an awful post-bomb drop situation. Just genuinely should have been punished, I think.
Things are much more standard this time around. Queens on the defense, steadying themselves for the first attack from Exclusive. They're already taking Spy off the board. And Exclusive starting to reevaluate the options, but their options are slowly being shut away from them, especially as you've just lost Neil and Veer consecutively. Just down to Grizz and Sawo. And they're split up as well. We need to see some individual heroics. Sawo is going to drop that bomb in mid, looking for a way to escape, and is just not going to be able to do so. There is surely no way that Grizz pulls off a 1 versus 5, and it's not going to happen.
No, unfortunately not. Would have been insane to see. I will say that much. But Queens, you know, final round of this first half. Everyone on the board, which is important. But yeah, if Exclusive can find another round, they're going to be in such a damn good spot. And you can see all these nades starting to come out. Trophy system is going to go down. Nade's going to come in. This might do a little more damage. Goes a little long. Spy going to get taken down. Rob finds a couple. He's going to get one back. 605. And now it's a 2v4, and there's a miss. Make it a 2v3. There's another miss. Grizz got to find kills, and now in a 1v3, and I don't know. Wow. I was going to say, I don't know if he can do it, and then just kind of got a bit slapped.
I was going to say, I mean, Inferno, that is brave from you, openly challenge Grizz like that when Grizz had to snipe. But of course, Inferno is going to feel confident, one of the best snipers that Europe has to offer, and he will win that. So, Queens going to close out their defense 4-2 up. Now we switch sides here. You've lost a couple of rounds. Now you have to take a couple of rounds back if you want to try and force overtime here on offense. Where are you going to find them? If the idea is an A push off the start of this round, You've not got much in the way of defense to deal with. If anything, I feel like it's not down to Spy who's on site. It's down for Veer who is inside the cut. And yeah, Veer will pop off for that first time. Honestly, if I'm Queens, I'm a lot faster at this. You've got to be a lot more certain if you want to take these offenses away. Going slow against a roster like Exclusive, that's not going to work.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that's really the play, right? And, you know, maybe we'll get proved wrong. Oh, I Spy definitely saw something there. Definitely saw, I think, a gun barrel. But they are gonna have it come. Look how slow they're going. They're all trying to go up one way, and Veer says goodbye. Grizz gets a headshot as well. Oh my god, Spy and Neil are gonna close it out. And I tell you what, Exclusive, do not lose a single person.
Again, it's just too slow from Queens. You can't be slow on the offense. If you lose that opening snipe, I think that's especially the reaction needs to be a fast hit. You can't be scared of Exclusive. It's not going to do anything for you. I need to see aggression out of Queens in this round. If you're going to switch things up towards B, you know what you need to do? You need to take Neil out of that back position. Set nades are a hell of a way to do it. There is a trophy system on map. You can see it. Another one now being laid down by Sour as well. So they're ready for it. But that first blood happening over by A. It hasn't quite discouraged Exclusive from their presence over by B, but it is going to force Neil away from the site. Opportunity here. Grizz shut down by 605 for the middle map. This could be the round for Queens.
Yeah, Queens looking really good at the moment. 5v3, making a 4v3. Making a 3v3. Uh-oh.
But why? What are you doing?
Like,
Queens,
why are you doing? Planting B?
What are you doing? You know that you have got sight control, please, Queens. Oh my goodness. You're going to watch this tape back and be absolutely disgusted with yourselves. You're now, I mean, they basically handed the round back in control for Exclusive. It's not the round just yet. It's still a 3 versus 3. This is still manageable. But you're now putting the onus back on Exclusive here to do something. 3 versus 3. Queens have got to penetrate this.
Oh, Neil. Oh, finds another kill. And now it is a 1v2, and you can see.
Okay,
oh
all
my
right.
god!
Hold on, Queens. I'm sorry. Look, listen.
Wait.
People know me as a caster. They know I'm the kind of guy to be a bit of a dick in these situations. I'm gonna take that mantle again. Queens, what on earth are you doing? You have side control. You literally got the kills. Why aren't you planting B? Whatever. Anyway, that was an opportunity for Queens, and they absolutely fumble it. Now they need to earn one once again.
Look, it was a 5v3. And they killed one person and lost all 5 people. Like, that is... You had full sight control and you got absolutely annihilated. Like, it's just... Oh my god. That's just horrible. It's going to be Turkey, of course, on the sniper. Gonna find a kill. It's 4v4. Oh, wallbang as well onto Neil. But Grizz with the strike back pretty early. Pretty straight away, I should say. Gonna find that trade. Exclusive 3v3. Grizz does get taken down. That's beautiful work. Bomb is gonna be planted. Now they're both in the same spot. Spy, can they find a kill? This is tough. That's a tough spot. Although Salwo does get one back. It is 2v2. Okay. They are gonna wait for their health to respawn before trying again. They're gonna run around, but surely they don't win another 2v3. Oh
Rob,
my god.
What are you doing? Why? What was that?
Oh my god, Spy! Okay. Okay, I don't...
I've lost it.
This is so bad.
I've lost it. Rob, all you have to do is hold the angle with the R9. That's literally all you got to do. You don't need to wide peek like that. You just don't. The R9 loses its power at range. What are you doing? Queens, please stop. This is horrible.
What is happening right now? Like, they blew a 5v3 and then like a 4v3 bomb plant. Oh my god. Why? Okay. Okay, 3v4. Oh, lucky to survive. Neil gonna clean up. Oh no, what are we doing? Wait, Queens, why? It's 2v2 again. They've blown another kill lead. Oh, now they know where they both are as well. Oh no, oh, they almost got the bomb down as well. Neil is there with the cover. Okay. Yeah, they almost lined up as well. It was almost a collab opportunity. This is horrifying, Infinity.
It just like, look, Queens have won the round, okay? They've got some, they won the round, all right? No criticism here, but you gotta be a little bit more assertive of yourselves. Honestly, just a little bit more confidence right now, and they could definitely close out this best of 7 right here, right now. A reminder, of course, we do go to overtime if this goes 6-6. The exclusive win the next couple of rounds back-to-back. So they force us into another map of Call of Duty Mobile. Aggression for the middle of the map to start this round off, though. Again, over-aggression from Rob towards the back, but Fakeem picks up a couple of kills here. 3 versus 3 we go. Queens, you've got site control. Get that rock down and get yourselves covering angle. Don't over-chow. There's no reason to.
Oh my god, they almost had a head blown off right there as well. Nade coming in. 3v3. Oh my god. I get nervous watching. Like I get nervous for Queens. Like they're just gonna overstress. Okay, a lot of damage dealt. Neil and Via both on the snipes. You can see 6 or 5. Here we go, covering it up. It's gonna find 2. Almost gets 3. I don't think there's enough time for Sawo, who has literally 1 HP. Knows where 1 is. Okay, Queens.
Much better.
It's been awful for a couple of rounds, but they are on championship point.
This is much better from Queens. They've started to find their stride once again. Just one more round of search and destroy, and they are your UECE champions. Albeit they had a couple of stumbles towards the end. And they seem to have found their stride with aggression. This round, things are different. If they draw first blood, I gotta imagine the go signal will be given. Spy, shot, not good enough for the frag just yet. Has a couple of players to deal with. Has help from Beer though. Trades 2 for 1 in favor. Now we go 2 for 2. 3 versus 3. And for Queens, you're okay with that because you've got site control.
Yeah, Queens. Now, can they plant the bomb? That's the next question. Looks like they will be putting it down. But you can see the wraparound happening from Grizz. Oh, dangerous. Why would you? What are you doing? Why are you re-peeking that? Oh my god. Grizz does find the wraparound. 32 seconds to keep it from going to OT. Neil is going to find a kill, but surely Grizz shoots him in the back. Sawo gets 1, and now it's just on site. It's a 1v1 for the championship. He gets it done. It's Inferno in the 1v2, and it's going to be Queens who take it 4-1, and they are your UECE Rankings League A champs. But oh my god, that was stressful.
Queens, you made it much more difficult than it needed to be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? It didn't need to be like that. But it was in the end. Shout out Queens. They are your UECE champions. Probably one of the weirdest Tunisia search and destroys I've ever casted of Call of Duty Mobile.
So odd.
And trust me, I've casted some low-level Call of Duty Mobile before. I've casted some pretty terrible Team NBA, if anyone remembers that. With that said, yeah, it's really weird game. A couple of rounds where Queens could have definitely had that bag earlier, but they just did not do so. I mean, yeah, Exclusive just got picked apart, right? I think so often you see like individual plays being what Exclusive rely on. You saw that in the Arsenal Hardpoint. The reason they were to convincingly take that away was because they were individually just frying, right? I mean, we saw so many solid plays from the likes of Sawo, from Spy, from Neil. And when you just don't have that, it feels like the teamwork kind of goes to pot somewhat. And that definitely feels like the case for Exclusive, where they just did not look anywhere near as good as Queens. Despite the fact that Queens... Listen, Queens, you're going to watch this back and you're going to be like, why are these guys talking shit about me? Listen, all right? There were a couple of rounds there where I feel like you probably just needed to fix up a little bit. But beyond that, Queens, if this is a roster going into SPS Season 6, they look like a legitimate.
Yeah, you're going to look back at that 5v3 and wonder, how did we only kill 1 person and lose all 5 of us? You know, you're just gonna have to sit back and wonder what the hell happened there. And then you're tilted, and then you lose like a 4v2. Yeah, just an awful couple of rounds before the deep breath and getting it done. But hey, guys, it's been an awesome few weeks. Yeah, UECE, thank you so much for putting on these Ranking League A. There was also a League B. They had a final yesterday as well. I believe iPad Noobs with a winner over there. But guys, who knows what is around the corner? Like you said, pros coming up, obviously, and maybe the UECE will throw it back, or maybe the UACE, or maybe the UEMEA-CE. Who knows? We'll probably have some more CODM on here in the future. But guys, I've been Captain James Force. That way has been Infinity. And from all of us here at Atlas and UECE, until next time, peace out.